as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Jones. And his first pass is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at the 33. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. Mayfield looks to throw. Swings this out for Hunt. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Brown. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 11 now. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jones. Finding Harris over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On first down, it's Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Greg Newsome up to make the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Back to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught by Hooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. These two teams all tied after 1. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield rolling to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action, Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Off the play fake, Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. So the fake punt unsuccessful. It was 4th and 1. Charles, what do you make of the call?
I'm not against them going for it there. In fact, I would have thought they just leave the offense out there and go for it on 4th and 1. Leave your experts on the field. That's what they do. That's what they do best. Sometimes I think coaches get a little too cute, and sometimes they outguess themselves.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 52 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
They'll come out in the pistol. Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Off play action. Jones. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and a mile. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes
it got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone, and he gave it to him. 15 big yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down, right near the 24. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Browns drive about to get started. A first down throw for Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, flush to his right. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Mayfield on play action. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Let's go, boy, let's go.
Mayfield looks to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of body. Him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Now Jones. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second and 2. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield being chased out left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Pats are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the 29, Jones. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Looks good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield now from the 50. He completes it to Hunt. Gets past one man. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Mayfield's throw complete there to Beckham. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Chubb running right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 72 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did. But poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And the Next Gen Stats tells us after that initial contact was made, he was able to take it nearly 50 yards. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Next to score, Browns 34, Patriots 3.
Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On second down, this is Harris. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. New England on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Jones. Man open left side is Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
First down, Patriots.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, it gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jones. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
That swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. On second and a couple, Mayfield. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Jones now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On second and 10, Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
It's second and inches at the 30-yard line.
They'll run again with Harris. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Working with his second and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. But he's got his target, Harris. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great